We are staying on top of this for you as we have winter weather moving in. The time now 3 o'clock for those of you who have been on with us for a couple of hours. Thank you so much for being here, and keep us on because we will continue to keep you prepared. Our team of meteorologists, Cheryl, they are working around the clock to make sure that we know to the minute what is going to happen.
Yeah, new information coming in all the time as we get closer to this event starting. We get a clearer picture of what we're going to be dealing with. Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb joining us now. So Chris, really I think maybe the most important thing to highlight here is the expansion of this ice warning.
And it does extend now down into Metro Atlanta and even a little bit on the south side too, into parts of Henry County and also Clayton County here. But generally along I-20 northward is where we have this ice storm warning. These are the areas that we're going to be watching for some ice accumulations, and that can be significant ice accumulations in parts of northeast Georgia, dangerous travel, as well as power outages that we're going to be dealing with too. Now, we think the major impacts will be to the north and east. Not everybody in that ice storm warning that you saw will be experiencing the same conditions. We think it's going to be more intense north and east of the city along the I-85, 985 corridor there from Gwinnett County, North Fulton, Forsyth County, Dawson, Lumpkin County, that up to the north and east. Also here as far south as parts of Walton County, Oconee County, Clark County. Again, that line to the north and east is where we're going to see some of those major impacts. Now for Metro Atlanta and Northwest Georgia and along I-20 there on the east side, that's where we're going to be seeing the moderate impacts there, where there will be some icing and some travel problems here too. And then a little more minor down to the south. It's on the south side where we think we'll have some glazing, 1/10 to about 1/4 of an inch, and then 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch here for Metro Atlanta, Northwest, and out to the east, and then 1/2 inch of ice accumulation weighing down on trees and power lines in parts of northeast Georgia, and that is going to cause some widespread impacts there. So here's a look at those impacts of the ice accumulation. When you have 1/4 of an inch or less, which is going to be there on the south side, you would want to avoid unnecessary travel. You know you're going to have some lighter icing on the trees there and some scattered power outages, but then getting up to Atlanta and metro area and northwest Georgia, that's where we're thinking we'll have about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch. More icy roads, broken tree limbs, and numerous power outages for the metro area. But then to the north and east of us, where we're talking about those ice accumulations or thicknesses being at 1/2 inch or more, the roads are going to be dangerous and almost impossible to travel on. Widespread tree damage and long-term power outages are also possible. So we continue here with this 11 Alive weather impact alert. We are going to extend this into Monday just because even though the precip is ending on Sunday, we are still going to be dealing with the impacts early on Monday here, as we're going to have the freezing rain mainly Saturday night and into Sunday. We want you to plan for the travel, the travel and power impacts there through the period, and whatever is left that doesn't go away Sunday, which we don't think a lot of it will go away, but whatever is left on Monday is going to be slick once again too. So here's the forecast track of what we're watching. Now we're well above freezing right now. We have clouds around, no rain in the area, but going into Saturday, the morning's dry, lunchtime is still dry. We're beginning to see a little bit of activity come into northwest Georgia. So through the afternoon hours on Saturday, it looks like most of any freezing rain is going to be to the north of us and to the northeast of us. In Atlanta, we're still going to be dry Saturday, temperatures around 37 degrees. But then this is when things get a little more tricky. Going into the evening hours on Saturday night, notice our temperature here 32 as this moisture is moving in. How about 29 in Duluth and 30 in Athens? So through the evening, conditions will worsen, starting in northeast Georgia and then spreading down into the western Georgia and here into the metro area. And then watch how as that wedge grows and that colder air moves south, Peachtree City is going to be 30 degrees with some freezing rain possible there. And even down toward Thomaston, even though we don't think that would last very long there, by 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe a couple of breaks in the freezing rain. Sunday morning, maybe not raining actively, but still cold enough that if any rain comes into that, it would be freezing rain. And then through the middle of the morning hours into around lunchtime, temperatures still holding around freezing. Then it gets interesting into the afternoon as this band of rain moves in, as temperatures may get up above freezing briefly. We're only talking 35, 36 degrees, but in northeast Georgia, still around freezing, so that might add more to that freezing rain there too. So if we can get above freezing for a while here on Sunday, that would kind of help to hamper the growth or the addition of any more freezing rain coming in as this system rolls in. But remember, this is only a few degrees difference there from freezing. And then by Monday morning, we're back down to the mid-20s at 25 degrees. So whatever is left there from Sunday, the precip's going to be over Monday. Nothing else is going to be falling from the sky, but whatever is left is going to freeze again. And we're talking about mid-20s there. And then in the afternoon on Monday, we'll only be up just barely above freezing at about 33. So this could be prolonged icing that sticks around. So Sunday's going to be the critical time of getting up above freezing. Will that be enough to get rid of some of the ice out there?